Guess who's late? Guess who's late? I missed my date. Guess who's late? Hello, hello. Come in, come in. Let me move this out the way. I haven't even changed the title of this thing, y'all. Oh my gosh. Hello. Who is there? Well, hey, Kenya. How are you? Oh my gosh. How are you today? Hey, Barbara Executive. Hey, Miss Janie. Miss Janie, your package is on the way, dear. I hope it emailed you. Because it should have sent you your tracking number yesterday. You're busy. I know that's right, girl. Hey, Miss Brenda Scott. Sheila Cushionberry. No, ma'am. I just got in. Thank you, Miss Penny. Normally, I have a cute little dude going on, but I've been so busy over the last month and some. I haven't even been to the hairdresser. So, yes, I did go the other day, and I got my curly curls back. Hi, Miss Phenomenal Creations, my dear. How are you? How are you all? Man, when I tell y'all I am exhausted today. It's been a really long day. I'm turning my ringer off on my phone so it won't disturb us. I was out of town all day today. March Campbell, I'm hard to find. I'm sorry. I've been busy. Hi, Valerie. Hi, Janet. Oh yeah, no time to use them yet. I understand. It's been a trip for a lot of people. This year has proven to have a really busy season. Um, so I completely get it. And then on top of that, I don't know if I even told y'all or not, but I've had my whole studio, not in here, but out there redone. Oh my god. It looks like I'm lagging. I hope not. I don't want that today. But at any rate, I had my whole studio redone, and when I was redoing mine, my husband kind of got, I don't want to say jealous, but he decided to redo his too. So I started redoing everything. He cleaned out over there. I was getting things cleaned out over here. In the middle of that, I ended up having water damage over here. So unfortunately, not in this part of the studio, but out there I did. So then that opened up a whole new aspect of trying to get a roof, which I think I've mentioned that to you guys before. So I need some roof work done. So it's just been a ton of things going on over here. I lost some inventory, lost some stuff, and had to get rid of it. So it's just been, and then in addition to that, slammed literally with orders. So yeah, it's been a interesting turn of events around here. Hi, Miss Little Miss Boutique. Marge, you said you can't find the link on the Google page. Had to wait for the email. What link, dear? I'm sorry. On my Google page, I don't know what link you're talking about. And forgive me, because like I said, it's been a really long day. I had an all-day event to attend out of town, and just now getting back. 2 hours away, 2 hours back, and it was all day, so I'm tired today. Marge, so dear, let me know what link you're talking about. Sandra, hello, Sandra Monday, how are you? Louisa, hey, you don't in Brilliance and loved it. It's very easy to use and you love it. And Brilliance, I hear, is okay for those who love it. They love it. For those who use other, each person has what fits them. So if you do like Embroiderers, I'm very happy for you. Definitely use what fits you and your personality. I always suggest that because not every program works for everyone. That's the reason why I try and do tutorials, to try and make the transition into using Sew It Pro, which is what I teach, an easier transition. So I'm not really familiar with Embroiderers. I use the little free thingy to line up names when I'm in a rush, and that's rare. I did use it for the first time in I don't know how long, just the other day. So Embroiderers does come in handy for other things. Sew Pro is not the only thing that I use. So I'm not going to act as if it is, because it's not. Hi, Miss Ethel. Rio Liberty. Hi. Thank you for watching my videos. I really appreciate that, even though I haven't been putting any out lately. I need to get more out. Victoria, hello. How are you? And hello, Bickup. How are you today? I'm back home. Thank goodness. Even though I was halfway there, that still frustrates me. Nate, I'm back. Well, welcome back. I've been on your page for the last hour and was just notified you're live. Can I get a bell for your brother, SE625? You got the SE625. You guys, that's a bell ring. Nate Matthews, congratulations on your new machine. That's what's up. Woo! We like new machines around here. Thank you for letting me know. We like ringing the bell for people. See, you waking me up. I was getting sleepy. Woo! Child, I'm trying to tell y'all. Cheryl, hello. Thank you. I appreciate that compliment. And Dorothy. Oh, cool. Well, I'm glad you got to catch us live. Hopefully, when you get your equipment, you'll let me know and we can ring the bell for you too. Sheila Cushionberry, your week sucked. Had storage building broken into, so all of your decorations going back to daughter's first ornament. Oh my gosh, babe. I am so sorry to hear that. There's a lot of things that can happen to people in life, okay? I am a huge advocate against thief theft. I cannot stand a thief. I don't steal. Don't expect you to steal. And I do not lie. I cannot stand a liar. And if I can't stand a liar, then what sense does it make for me to lie to someone else? So I choose not to lie. Make it a point not to be untruthful. So I'm sorry to hear that. I can't, that's very frustrating to me. I've had something stolen from me, I think, once in my life, and I hope to never go through that again. That was like terrible. My parents got broken into once. That was rough. That was actually tragic, because it was like we've never had a break-in before, ever in my life. I didn't live there. I lived here. But my mom called, and when she called, she was like, this stuff is out of place. I don't understand. Your dad usually doesn't make a mess like this. What is going Mama, get out the house right now. It was just, that was tragic. So I hope to never go through that again. So I am very sorry to hear that, Ms. Cushionberry. I hope you're able to recover as best as possible. My prayers are with you and your family. Marge Campbell, a link to the live talks. Okay. So in order to do a link for the live broadcast, right? YouTube Live has two different types of methods for me to go live. Well, actually, technically three. Mobile is being one, whether that be your tablet or your cell phone. And I don't really care for that one unless I'm out and about. And I could have done that tonight on my way home, but I like to project the chat on the screen for you guys to see, what we're ringing the bell for, what we're congratulating people for, or whenever questions are asked. That way, if you go back to watch this replay, you'll see questions that were asked and see answers that were given, whether it be by me or others in the chat. I choose to do it that way. So mobile is one way. Me just going live is another way, which is how I generally do it. And then there's another way where I can set it up where it's scheduled, and it will put me on a little calendar that on Sundays at this time, 7 p.m., my computer is automatically going to go live, And for obvious reasons, I don't want my system to automatically go live by itself, because I may not be here to control it or whatever. Just like tonight, I could have possibly been here on time. I chose not to be here on time because on the way home, 2-hour trip home, in between, there's a restaurant in Columbia, South Carolina. And it's a restaurant called Lizard's Thicket. You guys, they sell fried pound cake. I don't know if you heard me. And I don't have my mic plugged up, I don't think. So I'm talking to my, so let me get closer. Fried pound cake, okay, with a scoop of ice cream on top. I couldn't pass that up. I had to be late. I was not gonna pass that up. So that being the case, I don't schedule, but if I were to schedule, Miss Marge, I could actually put a link and say, hey, here's the link to my live. That way you can click on it when it's ready. But because I choose to just go live without doing a schedule, I don't know how to link that. Especially if I'm not actually physically here to link it just beforehand. So I'm sorry about that. But if you are a subscriber, right beside the subscribe button down below, there should be a little bell. If you click that, it should let you know whenever I go live. I know it does that for me, for the people I'm subscribed to. When they go live, I get a little bell. No, I mean, you know, it'll pop up on my computer screen. Hey, this person is live. Now, I don't think it does that on my phone, but I know it does on my computer. So, you know, I apologize for that. But I'm usually here on Sundays, 7 p.m. usually. So, I'm been trying to get a video out during the week. Haven't been able to lately, but I love coming on here on Sundays and interacting with you guys. So Sundays at 7 p.m. pretty much is a done deal, unless something is going on and I can't make it. So, but if you're in the Google Plus group, which I see you are, I try to keep updated there and let you guys know if there's a schedule change or if there's something new I'm gonna do. Whatever the case may be, Google Plus is your ticket to me. For the most part, you can contact me through the Google Plus group, and you can be up to date with everything I have going on in my little itty bitty life over here. So, Bell Block, hello, I'm new to your channel, and I'm about to start an embroidery clothing line. What's the best machine for a startup business? Well, a lot of that, and this is something that I tell everyone, and I beat this dead horse often. When it comes to getting a new embroidery machine, my first thing I would suggest anyone look at is your budget. Okay, if your budget will allow for you to get, you know, a multi-needle machine like Blessing back there, about $9,000 for a 6-needle brother embroidery machine. If your budget will allow you to do that, go for the biggest you can get. Okay, not going into debt to get it. Now, I ain't talking about taking out no loan against the house and the car and the dog and putting the kids to work so that you can pay for the machine. I'm talking about you actually have tangible, disposable income, and you can afford to get it. Get it. You know, or even if you do have a line of credit and can get it and can afford the payments without it really breaking the bank. I'm not going to suggest that. And the reason being is you're saying that you're starting an embroidery clothing line. What if it doesn't pick up as quickly as you would like? Can you afford the payments on the machine that's going to be just sitting there? So financially is my first thing I look at before anything else is how much can you afford. Once you determine that, then you go from there. So if you can afford the multi-needle, go for it. I would suggest you can either look at Brother, which is an excellent machine. It does have pretty decent support behind it, especially if you get it from a really good dealer. Otherwise, you have commercial machines. If you anticipate and already have orders for tons of business and you know you're going to be doing large numbers of orders, a commercial machine may be your better bet. But if you're just literally completely starting up, have never done embroidery, want to see if you can get into it and if you're going to like it or not, get a smaller machine. Okay, and the excellent entry-level machine that I always push is the Brother 4x4 machines. You can pick it up in Walmart, $350. Matter of fact, I took a picture. They have a new one now, you guys. They have, it's the Brother, oh gosh, Brother PE 5 something, 5 6. I took a picture of it, and because I meant to put it in the Google Plus group. So let me see. I'll check this, but at any rate, Walmart has it, and it's $3.50. You also have on Amazon, you can get it's the SE625. I don't know if y'all will be able to see that or not, but it's the SE625 brother embroidery machine, and I don't know if you can see that or not, but they have a color screen now, which is really cool and very handy. So there's some improvements been made to it, and the price on the shelf, I don't know if you can see that in the bottom corner, is $359.97. So for about $360 without tax, with tax a little more. 4x4 machine that you can use, and it does a lot. Don't let it, the 4x4 limitation steer you away. If you're really thinking about doing bigger than 4x4, then the new Brother PE, I want to say 770. I don't know what the new number is to it. It's an excellent machine, but it's a lot more than what it used to be. So check your Amazon, check Brother. Those are really good machines to start up with, and that's my personal opinion. But I am speaking from experience, because what I started out with was the PE 550. I think that's PE 500, and that's a 4x4 machine. And I did a lot of business with just that one machine until I bought another 4x4 and then another 4x4 a good year later. So the small brother machines are excellent machines to get into. And I'm sorry, I'm going on and on about this, but just trying to answer the question as thoroughly as I possibly can. Tony Webb from Columbus, Georgia. Welcome, my dear. Appreciate you being here. Cheryl asked, do I like Embroidery? When I downloaded and tried it, I did not. I found it a little confusing at the time, because that was back before I found Sew It Pro. And even with Sew It Pro, I found Sew It Pro a little confusing too. But it was easier for me to get into it. And then once I got into it, that's when I started doing the tutorials, because I was receiving questions about how to use Sew It Pro. That being the case, Embroidery, not quite as much. Not quite as much. Jennifer, hi, I watch your videos all the time. Thank you, Jennifer. I really appreciate you telling me that. We definitely try and get videos out that are helpful and beneficial. So if you have any suggestions, please send me a message and let me know. Let's see, where are we? Oh, love all your videos, so informative and easy to follow. I did not see that before. I apologize. Thank you. Deborah says your internet is acting up, but you're here. Thank you for being here, Miss Deborah. I really appreciate that. I understand my internet acts up quite frequently, although I supposedly pay extra for turbo and really good internet. What gives? Time Warner Cable or Spectrum or whoever the heck you are. Louisa says, yes, I tried the Sew It Pro free, but thought it was too complicated for you. That one is more easy for you, and that's good. So if it works for you, by all means, definitely go with it. That's the most important thing, because you have to work with it. I'm not going to be there to work with the program. You have to work with it. So make sure it's something that fits you. Yeah, Sheila, yeah, the family antiques and the Mentos, girl, I'm trying to tell you. My 3 mutts out there, they try and keep my yard pretty protected, and thus far it's been working, so hopefully it will continue to do so. And hi, Terry A, good evening to you as well. Rebecca James, how can I order your baby bib patterns? Just got a Brother DZ820E embroidery system. Does that require a bell ring? He said, you just got it, Miss Rebecca, so I think we need to ring the bell for you. And on my website is where we'll find the baby bib patterns. But for right now, we're going to ring the bell for your new Brother 820E embroidery system. Congratulations! Woo! Y'all get a kick out of that. I love it. Look, when did I start doing that? I don't even remember. I was telling somebody about it the other day, and I was like, we love to ring the bell for people, and I don't even remember when I started doing that. That's crazy, but I'm glad I did. I like it. Let us see. Well, I'm glad y'all understand about that fried pound cake, because I'm trying to tell y'all, it was very, very, very good. It kind of tastes like pancakes. That's what's crazy. It kind of tastes like a pancake by the time they fry it. But geez, the crust and the caramel. Let me stop. So, anyways, Lynn, hi to you. Welcome to be here. Welcome. Thank you for being here. Yeah, I told y'all I'm tired. Catherine, hi. Vivian, hi. Carol Coleman. Hello, my dear. Your package went out as well. Miss Cat. Hey, Miss Cat, you might be asleep, but you're here. You work today and you're tired. I understand, my love. I am exhausted as well. I slept a lot of the way home and I'm still tired. As a matter of fact, as soon as I log out, I'm going to bed. I was going to work and do some stuff here in the shop. I'm going to crash. That's what I'm going to do. Jennifer says your hubby bought you your new embroidery machine, the new Innovis brother, and you love it. Now, when did you get your machine? Now, I'm doing a lot of bell ringing. Y'all got me working with this bell. Did you get it recently, or have we rang the bell for you before? Please let me know. Marge Campbell, the brother PE 525 under 300 at Target. What? Target is selling it now? Wow. Go ahead. Oh, Target. I did not know Target was selling the embroidery machines now. That's cool to know. It's probably only online. I've never seen sewing machines in Target, so that's a trip. Abolo 16. Hello, I'm new to embroidery and want to have a good embroidery software program. I've heard Stitch Era Universal is good, but I live in a rural area without the internet. Do you have any recommendations? I do, Abolo 16. My recommendation usually is Sewit Pro. Sewit Pro you don't need the internet for, or you don't have to have the internet for, and I think that's my dad coming in. Is that you, Daddy? Or is that Otis? Whoever it is, they're coming in. So Sewit Pro, you don't need the internet. You just need the software program. You will need the internet to download it initially. No. Come and show them what you had.
I don't see it.
Look what I'm getting back. Done had my stuff and I didn't know. Boy, I tell you, y'all look.
Handshake.
You know what? Don't take it home. I'm gonna order me another one. I'm gonna let him have that one.
No.
Where did you get it? What? I wasn't even. Oh my God.
Bye,
Daddy. Man, just low down, dirty. So much for the dogs protecting my stuff. Boy, I tell you. He didn't even know he had. Anyways, Sewit Pro. Y'all see how my people treat me. But I love my family very, very much. So, at any rate, yes, Abolo 16, Sewit Pro is available on my website, and I think the link is in the description below. You can do a free trial. It's a 30-day, I believe, trial. It's limited, but you can do the 30-day trial, and the link is below. Oh my gosh. Man, I tell you, ain't this a trip? Boy, I just get my stuff. Y'all, I'm going to have to get him one. I think I may give him this one, and then I go get me my own. Look at it. Look at it. Hair. Oh my God. And he waited good till I was live to bring it back. Boy, I tell you. Anyways. Marge Campbell says, I agree, my little SE270D stitches out beautifully. Exactly. If you're doing smaller things, that 4x4 machine will do it. Terry, you have Hatch and you love it. I use Wilcom Hatch for digitizing. I don't use it for anything else, and I love Wilcom Hatch. As a matter of fact, I don't get it to work very well for incorporating designs that are already there. So I do love Wilcom Hatch, but only for digitizing. Excuse me, Miss Phenomenal Creation says her husband just got you the. Okay, we got 2 bells to ring then. Oh my gosh. Okay, Miss Phenomenal Creations just got a new machine. She just got the NQ 1600E, you guys. So let's ring the bell for her. Woo! Congratulations on your new machine, my dear. Woohoo! Now I need to confirm the other machine and make sure that I was understanding that correctly. Before we get to, we can't be ringing bells all willy-nilly around here. We gotta make sure it's legit. Jennifer says you're from Canada, Ontario. Welcome from all the way up north. Is there snow on the ground up there? I'm pretty sure it is. It snows all the time up that way. Kizzy, welcome, my dear. Welcome, welcome. Let's see. Miss Country Hut. Hey, darling. How's the hut coming along? Is it all wired up? Does it have heat? Does it have light? I know that's what you were working on. Welcome, my dear. Thank you for being here. Oh, Miss Jennifer. Sorry. Will you watch the replay? Bye. Thank you for being here. Javier Valenzuela. Hi, Eve. First time to join from Palm Springs, California. By the way, you use Embroidery for digitizing. Welcome. I appreciate you being here. Embroidery, from what I understand, for digitizing is excellent. And I was going to try it. And it was a toss-up between Embroidery and Wilcom Hatch. But I can't remember what got me to switch over to Wilcom instead of Embroidery. But I love Wilcom Hatch. So that's where I'm at. And I done already paid most of the payments on the thing. So I'm not switching no time soon. But I hear Embroidery is actually excellent for digitizing now, that I have heard. So it would be neat to try it out one day, but not right now. Where am I? Louisa says, girl, I'm so lucky that I found you on YouTube. When I have a question, you always answer me back. Love it. You're welcome, my dear. If I'm not busy, or if I don't have, like all these machines going at one time, and, because right now I'm in the middle of finishing off a really huge order and just got in another one. So it's like I'm trying to make sure I answer my emails and stuff during the day. Email usually, hands down, is the best way to get up with me because I'm constantly checking my email. But phone call, I'll try and answer. I'll try. And Facebook chat, I don't check that very much, but I try to check it. And the Google Plus group, I do try and keep up with that too, because the cool thing with that is when someone posts in the Google Plus group, I usually get an email. So I try and keep up with that. So yeah. Yes, I do try and answer back, because I remember what it was, when I was starting out and I would ask questions and, I wouldn't get answers. And that was, disappointing. So I try to be there for people, treat people the way you want to be treated. That's my philosophy, and that's what I do. Marge says you're probably online somewhere to get something. Diane Country Hut says Home Depot and Staples. They are, yeah. Now I knew Home Depot was selling the 770. I did not know Staples. That's a fool. See, my thing is lumber, embroidery tools, embroidery. Really, but whatever. They have to make $1. By all means, brother, you get it in where you can fit it in. I'm not even mad. Miss Social Dev says, Rebecca James, I have that machine and loving it. That is awesome. Yeah, y'all trip. I'm just now catching up with the chat. Yeah, yeah. Victoria, you have one. I'm trying to tell you, it is awesome. But this is the thing with the Peggy Stitch Eraser, right? So if you have a husband, don't let him touch it. That's all I'm going to say. Because my dad's thing with this is something about it's super sharp, which I kind of figured that anyway because of how efficiently it removes stitches. And when I tell you, this thing has saved my butt. Saved orders. I don't know how many times. Not a whole lot, but when it does save my butt, it saves my butt. I love this thing, right? So, bragging about it, he tried it one day because he said, it just looked like clippers. You can buy that at the store. They got clippers for $20. I'm like, Daddy, but it was $65. I just bought it because it's $65. When I tried regular clippers, it didn't work. But this worked. And man, that's super sharp. So, I guess the blades are different from the way it is on men's trimmers. And he fell in love with it. So, he loves these. And I'm like, I gotta tell him about it. Man, that's some trash. So I'm gonna have to get him a pair of Peggy Stitch erasers so he can leave mine alone. That's the plan anyways. Cheryl, you're in Ontario too? Whoop. Y'all up there where it's cold. Miss Valerie Hill, I did download the Sew Pro trial and I really enjoy it. I have 2 commercial digitizing programs, but neither gives the side screen for the letters. So for that purpose, I will be purchasing it. Yeah, the now you said digitizing. With your digitizing, does it do editing of designs that are already there? That's a question I have for you. Cheryl, you are awesome on getting back to questions. Thank you. I appreciate it. I try. I really do try. Sometimes I'm a day late in getting to the questions, but I do definitely try. Angela Bragg, hello. Sorry I'm late. It's okay, my dear. I came on late. I just got started at 7:30 because I felt like dessert was more important than you guys tonight, and I apologize for that. But it was good and it was worth it, and I'm full. And dinner was excellent, so I don't feel too terribly bad. But I was late as well, so I don't feel bad. March says the mama's gotta have something to look at while the hubby buys lumber. I suppose, but that's the thing. It's only online. It's not at the store. So that's why I'm like, still, why would you have an embroidery machine at Home Depot? But it's okay. You've used Hatch. You're trying to save up for the drawings, Adam Holmes says. I totally get that. Saving up for, and that's the thing with a lot of these programs, whether it be Sew It Pro, whether it be Embroidery, whether it be Brilliance, whether it be Wilcom, all of those programs are costly, with the exception of Sew It Pro. But even when I started out, Sew It Pro, $65 was a reach. So I had to, put my little pennies to the side at that time to purchase Sew It Pro. So I totally get it. And that's why I'm like, the other programs are awesome. They really are. But the price of them, not so awesome. And Sew It Pro is just, those are my guys because of the fact that they were willing to put it at a more affordable price point for those that are trying to get into embroidery and want to do a little bit more than just what's built into the machine. And I'm grateful for that. I always will be grateful to SNS Computing for that. The other guys, your programs may be nice and all, but dagnabbit, we all don't jump into the hobby with fat pockets. So that's why I promote Sew It Pro so much, because to me the benefit far outweighs anything else, especially Sew It Pro. So Miss Paulette Lee, hello to you as well. Glam, hi Glam, welcome. Angela Bragg says this is your first chat with the group. You have Sew It Pro and Sew Right. Yes, both of them are cool to use. Sew Right is neat as well. I just don't like the fact with Sew Right that you can only use the lettering that comes with it. But so be it. That's what Sew It Pro is for. So I have Sew Right. I bought that as well, but I don't really use it because most of my lettering I do with Sew It Pro. Adam Holmes, the prices are crazy. Yeah, and that saying that crazy, I don't even the crazy jar. I don't even need to fool with it because that's literally the truth. It's crazy. When you're talking about $6.99, $7.99 for a simple editing program, and it's like $6.99 and pay it, or you're just not going to do anything. That kind of sucks, So when I was just so fed up and couldn't get done what I wanted done, and I was like, I'm just going to Google affordable embroidery editing, and when I did, Sew It Pro popped up, and it's been awesome sauce ever since. So yes. Diane, Miss Country Hut asked me, what is my thought on buying the Entrepreneur 6 Plus PR670E from out of state versus buying local? This is the thing that I have found out about buying it from out of state. Okay, I am all for buying out of state if you can save money. Okay, I'm gonna tell you a little story behind that, actually. But before I get into that story, what I have found though is Brother has their authorized dealers set up by, I guess, territories, for lack of better words. So if you live in the Midwest, you can't buy from my local store, which gave me a heck of a deal, which is Lee's Creative Sewing and Vacuum. Those guys gave a phenomenal deal to me, and I was able to go pick up my machine because it's local. you know. But I had a viewer email me actually, and she told me that she called Lee's and tried to get a machine from them, but Lee's won't ship to where she was. All right, now getting back to the little story I was going to tell you, a friend and I were discussing purchasing a machine. She lives in Houston. I live in North Carolina, and you know, we were doing some price comparisons, trying to find the better deal. Well, when I called a authorized dealer in her area, you know, very knowledgeable, very courteous. His price was a little high, just a little. You know, it was comparable, but just a smidge high, not by a whole lot. And I was like, okay, well, say for instance, and this is my question to him. Say for instance, I didn't want the software to come with the machine. If I just wanted just the machine, nothing else, what is your price? And he was like, the price is still the same. Really now, because this other dealer, you know, and actually I didn't even say this other dealer. I was like, really? I said, that's interesting. And he was like, why? Did you find it at a better price somewhere else? Actually, I did. Where? Well, I'm somewhere else, and that person, I didn't even tell him where I was. This other person, you know, offered me, and actually it was two dealers here locally that offered the same daggum deal. And I told him, I said, this is the deal they gave me, and this is, you know, a whole $1,000 difference from what you're offering. There is no way they could be offering the brand new machine for that price, and blah, 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 blah. So, that being the case, not all dealers are going to have the same deal. And not all dealers are going to be willing to wheel and deal, so to speak, which, you know, that's the nature of when you're sinking thousands into, like, for instance, you go to a car dealership. Can you imagine going to a car dealership and you're saying, okay, I see the price on the sticker. What's the best deal you can give me? And they're like, sticker is it. You know, you'd be like, okay, we'll go to another dealership. You know, so because dealers have their certain areas, it's kind of hard to wheel and deal. So if you can find a dealer that will be willing to ship to you out of their territory, then by all means, get it if you can get a better deal. And I could be ruffling some feathers by saying that, but I'm sorry. You know, at the end of the day, I'm trying to, you know, build my business or build what I'm doing here. And everyone wants a better price. Everyone wants to, you know, get the best bang for their buck. That's why coupons are in existence. That's why there's bargain stores. That's why there's, you know, incentives. Even Brother themselves, at the time my machine was purchased, they were offering a $300 gift card if you bought the machine. It's an incentive. That's what they do to try and get you to purchase the machine. So for that person to be upset at an incentive that I got here, you know, it was kind of like, oh, well, guess what? I won't be buying anything from you, Lord willing, if I can help it, because your attitude was nasty about it. And, you know, he was trying to tell me that what they were selling me was trash and rebuilt and all that. No, it was brand spanking new out the box. I know for that because I cut the box open in here myself. So, you know, I think getting it out of the area is beneficial if you can. You know, I really do. And it was to the point, the person that contacted me, I was like, God, I was like this close to telling her buy it and I'll ship it to her myself. But I was like, you know, I can't take that risk, you know. But that's how, you know, I just felt bad for her because the price she was getting wasn't the same. So nothing I can really do about that. But if you are local to the North Carolina area, Lee's Creative Sewing and Vacuums has awesome deals all the time on their machines. They're phenomenal. They're phenomenal. They put together a killer package for me. So if you can go through them, please do so. I love them very much. Adam Holmes, So What Pro and So Art are cool. I just didn't care for the interface. Yeah, it's not a lot of bells and whistles, but guess what? That's what I like about it. Because Wilcom Hatch has some bells and whistles to it. That program takes a good 3 minutes to load. Not that that's a horrible deal, but it sucks a lot of resources on my computer because of that cool interface. Whereas So What Pro's clean cut, up and running in 15 seconds. I can do what I need to do. Shut it down. It's not sucking down resources and stuff. I love that. I like a clean, simple, not a whole lot of fluff interface because I do a lot. I multitask a lot. I have Solar Pro up. I have Welcome Hatch up. I have the internet up. You know, I have usually Microsoft Publisher up, Make the Cut up. I have usually a lot of programs running at one time, and I don't need a resource hog going in the background. So sometimes I just shut down Welcome Hatch, even though I kind of need to leave it up because my computer, you know, can only handle it so much. So I do appreciate the simpler interface myself. And Kenya says, coming from paper crafting, Lord, my tongue twister. Kenya says, coming from paper crafting programs, sticker shock for sure. I can only imagine, my dear, because embroidery, when I first got into it, I was like, you know, look at embroidery machine 3, you know, it shouldn't be that. Yeah. Started buying thread, started buying programs, started buying stabilizers, started buying needles. I was like, oh my God, what did I get myself into? You know, so it took a while for, what is it called? A profit. It took a while for a profit. Matter of fact, sometimes I still don't really make a profit because I'm constantly buying supplies again. Like, you know, my stabilizers, my bobbin thread. You know, I'm out of bobbin thread now. I need to order another spool of bobbin thread. So it's just like I'm constantly buying supplies. So yes, it can be pricey to do embroidery. Miss Penny says, I'll have to enjoy this as a video. Your internet has been buffering for the past 15 minutes. I hope y'all have a great evening. I apologize for taking so long to tell you. Have a good night, Miss Penny. And thank you for even trying to be here with us this evening. Valerie Hill says, yes, it does. You can merge designs together, do add-ons, remove stitches, or whatever you need to do. It was expensive, even the upgrades, but I've had them for years. Well, that being the case, Ms. Hill, I do sell Sew It Pro. If you have not purchased it yet, if you haven't purchased it yet, I'm going to make a different suggestion to you, because if all you're trying to do is use the letters on the side and be able to, you know, do that whole kit and caboodle, try Embrilliance. Let me move my screen, actually. I don't have to move 2 screens. Try Embrilliance. I don't know the name of it. That's the downside. Embrilliance has a little program, and it's a trial, but the trial never goes away, and the only thing the trial is good for, from what I've been told and for what I've been using it for, is you doing BX fonts. And BX fonts meaning you can type out your name or word or whatever on the keyboard. You can also, you know, while the name is up there, you can select the drop down box on the side of all your BX fonts that you put on your computer and change the font on the fly, you know, and that is free completely. No paying, no nothing. So why spend $65 if the only thing you're going to use it for is the lettering part? Don't do it. You know, go with Embrilliance. If you don't like Embrilliance, if you prefer the way Sew It Pro is set up, because I do prefer the way Sew It Pro is set up. I'm not a huge fan of BX unless I absolutely have to. But if you don't have to spend the money, don't do it. You know, I'm not going to tell you spend money on something when you can do something that's free. It doesn't make sense. I don't care whether I benefit or not. I don't care. My thing is, I would treat you the way I would want somebody to treat me. Let me know there's a free option. I'll try it. I'll make that decision. I'll make that call. So I'm going to let you know. If you have not bought it, try Embrilliance. Make sure I'm saying that right. Yeah, Embrilliance. It's free. Marge, pity. That's why I switched computers. Bad connection on the one hubby got at auction yesterday. Got it for a program that needs older wielders. Yeah, older stuff isn't gonna work very well with this newfangled YouTube encoders and all of that other kind of jazz. So yeah. Angela Bragg says the same for Baby Lock dealers. Yeah, Baby Lock. Yeah, they all have territories, you know, and it kind of sucks because it's like where you live. If you live in an area with a sucky dealer, you don't have another choice, and that's kind of tough call. So, but my dealer is phenomenal. I love my dealer. Matter of fact, I need to go because I'm almost out of that sticky stabilizer. Penny says hubby is on the other computer watching watching a wrestling pay-per-view. Oh man, tell hubby we got stuff to take care of. Angela Bragg says the only sewing service center in Richmond, Virginia is All Brands Service Center in their Baby Lock. Oh, wow. So if you don't have a Brother location closer to you, because Baby Lock and Brother are the same thing, but Brother, of course, has a slightly different price point because Baby Lock is like the Lexus to the Toyota. So Brother, you could get a Brother from my center here in Charlotte. Because Virginia is not far. Richmond actually is not that far from me. March says overhead may be higher in Houston than in North Carolina. I know it was a whole lot less here in Texas and California. Okay, interesting take on that. That makes a lot of sense. It really does. And I could have accepted that reasoning if it had been presented to me that way. That's not how it was presented to me, and his attitude was really stinky. So, you know. March Campbell says have to pass extra cost to customers. That's true, and I get that as well. Again, it's the way you present yourself that makes or breaks the deal for me. You know, you're not going to talk to me any kind of way and expect me to accept your response and still do business with you, but that's my choice. That's not others. So, you know, whatever. Adam Holmes, isn't Happy near you too? Yes, actually. The Tex-Mex Happy Studio is or warehouse is actually not 5 minutes from my house. I can be there in less than 5 minutes, especially with the way I drive. So yes, they are right here near me, and I love to go to their studios and look at their machines and go in their store because they have all the different fast frames and Mighty Hoop frames and the Protect frames. They have all the cool stuff there, and I can go and look at it at will. So I do like going. Oh, and they have threads, excellent metallic threads. Excellent metallic threads. I love their metallic threads. So yes, Happy is right around the corner for me. And Adams also says I use Corel with Hatch. I'm not really good with the not digitizing. That's the wrong word. Graphic arts like Corel or Adobe, whatever it is. Illustrator. You know, my mind can only handle so much. The older I've gotten, I've noticed I don't have the patience to be learning a lot of stuff. So I don't do that. I'll find pictures of stuff that I already want, and I'll use that to digitize with. I don't make my own stuff, so that's how that goes. Miss Diane says you and the hubby are checking it out tomorrow. They are including the hat hoop frame until Christmas. So you've been shopping. Yes, that's what's up. That's what's up. I hope you get an excellent deal, my dear. I really do. Because there should be some really good deals out there. Especially this time of year. Because everybody wants to sell before the end of the year. And there are new models that came out recently. So they could be trying to get rid of older inventory as well. I used to like doing embroidery, but it's too difficult to do now. Miss Lynn, it's not too difficult. What's difficult about it? You have to let me know. See if we can't help you out. Glam, she could join us with the cell phone. Some people don't like to do the cell phone though. Marge and Brilliance is what it's called. I take the BX font, and with both the file location and in Brilliance, open slide the BX file over, and it converts it to the type font automatically. That is absolutely correct. So if you're going to only use Sew It Pro for lettering, try in Brilliance. If you like it, sweet, you got something for free. If you don't, I'm not mad at you. Sew It Pro is out there, and it works just as well. Abolo says, I'm a fan of In the Hoop plushies. Would I be able to create and edit patterns with Sew It Pro? Alright, Sew It Pro is an editing program. It's not a digitizing or creating program. Now, I say that tongue-in-cheek because you can create with Sew It Pro, but what you would need to do to create is take from patterns that are already there. So, like for instance, if you wanted to create a patch in Sew It Pro, you can't digitize your own patch in Sew It Pro technically. I mean, you can, but you have to know how to use Sew It Pro in order to do it, and that's a horse of another color. But at any rate, if you want to create a patch, I have a blank patch on my website that you can purchase for $1, and you can use that blank patch and make your own patch by adding letters or wording or little teeny pictures or whatever to that little patch, and make your own patch that way. That way you can create. But as far as creating from ground zero up, no, there's little ways of little things you can do, but for the most part, no, you can't. So the thing with Sew It Pro is those are actually editing designs that are already in existence. That's what Sew It Pro is for. Marge, yeah, some of them don't know what good customer service is, and a lot of it is because they know you're at a disadvantage. You don't have any other options, you know. So when there's a monopoly, you kind of can throw your weight around a little bit. That kind of stuff. But that's the name of the game. That's how that goes. Louisa says the name of Embroiderers for free. The name is Essentials. Oh, Embroiderers Essentials. So if you wanted to do just the lettering, Embroiderers Essentials is cool. You open it up. If you buy a BX font, you download it to your computer. Make sure it's the unzipped folder. And you drag the BX folder on top of, the BX file. It's a little funky looking little file. And you drag it over and drop it on the open interface for Embroiderers Essentials, and it automatically puts it in just like that. It's really neat. Now that is an excellent program. It really is. I have used it. I rarely use it, but when I do use it, it's very beneficial. I like it. Valerie Hill says I haven't gotten it yet, and by the way, that's why you're awesome, because you're the real deal. Love it, and thanks for looking into it. Thank you. I appreciate you telling me that. I try to be real. Why not? I'm not. What you see is what you get. This is me. I'm who I am. I don't put on any airs or any front. It's just me. So yeah, that's how my life is. And Kenya, no, not what you say, but how. I know that's right. Louisa, you did buy the patch. Okay, cool. So you see what I'm saying? There are some ways you can kind of create what you want, but it just depends on what you do with it. Country Hut Diane, I use Sew Art for the little things, and then import it in Sew It Pro. That is right. So Sew Art. Thank you, Diane. And I shortchanged myself by not talking about it more. But Sew Art is for you to create. Okay, Sew Art is $75. Sew It Pro is $65. Sew Art is a digitizing program, but it's simple digitizing. I'm not talking about like really complicated logos and stuff like that. I mean like, really simple stuff that you want to embroider yourself. You can use Sew Art for that. And Clever Dog Creations on YouTube, she has excellent tutorials, in my opinion, for Sew Art. I mean, she really gets into it. So if you want to learn more about Sew Art, just check her out on YouTube. Miss Social Deb says, hi Eve. Hello, Miss Social Deb. How are you today? What would be a normal timeline for learning curve Sew It Pro in Brilliance? I've been in Sew It Pro, but no, not dance. No, the thing is, okay, learning one part really well before moving on to something else. I think that's the key, personally, right? So if you want to learn how to take a design and add a name, learn that really well. Okay, get into the groove of putting names with the designs, Once you get into that, then switch over to cutting out parts of designs, and then once you learn really well cutting out parts of designs, then move to something else, so get into learning one part really well before you skip to the next part. My learning curve wasn't that bad because I was desperate to do what I wanted to do, and I had time at that time to learn what I wanted to do. Now I wouldn't have time to learn something else. I just wouldn't. Matter of fact, there's more that I want to learn with Wilcom Hatch digitizing that I just don't have the time to do right now. So some of my digitizing jobs I still send out because I'm like, don't have time for that because I don't know how to do that or that. So yeah, I have to pay still. So it just depends, and Brilliant is, I don't know what the learning curve is because I didn't learn it. Now, Essentials I did, which is the lettering, but that's easy. That's just typing in a word and changing the font on it. So I don't know about Embroiderers, but And Brilliance has different programs that come together in one big program, add-ons or whatnot or something like that, and that was just too much for me to even think about. That's one other thing I like about Sew It Pro. They're each different programs and they're their own program. You don't need one to run the other. So, you know, different strokes for different folks, but take your time to master one part really well before moving to something else. I think that would really help. I really do. You need to buy a patch. I have circles for applique. Is it the same as a patch? Oh, circles for applique. Okay, so applique is a little bit different than a patch. Okay, because usually with a patch. Okay. So this is a patch I just made, and I don't have the other in right here near me. I don't think. Nope, I don't have the other one right here near me, but I can pick this one up just to show as an illustration. Okay, so let me. Well, you can kind of see it better. This fabric is like tackle twill. It's a thick canvasy like fabric, right? It's red. Why did I choose red? I chose red because the border of this patch is red. Now I'm going into making patches, so I'm going around Robin Hood's barn to explain something. So I picked red fabric because the border of this patch is red, so that when I cut it out, you will not be able to really see the fabric around the edge. And I have a really good sturdy background for my patch because you can use clear, water soluble, super solvy, ultra solvy, whatever it is, and make a patch. I wasn't having success with it, so I prefer just to stick with the whole daggum sheet of canvas and make my patch. Alright, so I stuck with red. But in order to get this white background, that's thread in the back. Now some people cheat with patches, and I say cheat, but it's not really cheating. They save on stitches with patches, because what they'll do is not do this fill in the background, right? So in order to have this background white, in that instance, you would have to have white fabric, not red. I could have gotten away with that with this one because the background is filled stitches and it's red. But if I didn't want to do all those filled stitches, I could have left this empty on the inside and just did the border because the background was red anyway. Alright, well, applique kind of is like this patch in the fact the only difference is there's no filled in stitches in the background, which technically give the structure to the patch. Okay, so patches usually are pretty thick, you know, you attach them, they got some structure, you know, but if those stitches weren't in the background, it would be a little flimsy because it'll just kind of be like this, you know, whereas this doesn't wobble around as much as this does. You know, you see how there's a difference there. Applique pretty much just takes this fabric, you lay another fabric over the top of it, stitch around the border. Like I could put a piece of white fabric behind this, stitch around the border, and then stitch the red over the top of it, and it kind of be like a patch. In that instance, yeah, it's like a patch, but it's still not that thick structure to a patch like I was showing you. All fill stitches usually come with a patch. So to answer your question, yes, you can use applique, the circle, with the fabric and make a patch, but it's not like a common patch, the normal patch that you can find. But yes, in the pinch you can use that and make it work. But my patches, I prefer to have filled stitches in the background. Excuse me, because it gives that rigid to a patch that most people like. So that's why I use that. But applique, yes, you can do that. If you need a circle, my dear, call me and let me know. Let me scroll down. Adam Holmes. I may try to visit Tex-Mex. My cousin lives in Charlotte. Gives me a reason to get out the cold in New York. Good gracious alive. If you come all the way down here from New York to go to Happy, please let me know. I would love to meet you there and say hi in person. That would be really cool, especially with you coming all the daggone way down here, man. And hopefully you won't come when I leave, because I'm going to be going to Houston soon, Lord willing, in the creek. No, right? It is Express Essentials is $149. $149 versus $65. Angela Bragg, have you used my editor? I have not. I've never even heard of my editor. How much is it? Pickup says, Lynn Penna, don't give up on embroidery. Yes, please don't. Ask questions. Come in the Google Plus group. If you have questions, please just give us a holler. Email me. Please email me questions you may have. I'll try and get right on it with you, and try and help you get the answers you need. Because I mean, once you get into it, you'll love it. But you kind of got to get into it first, and that does take a little bit of time. It doesn't have to take a long time, but it does take a little bit of time. Adam says, I just found Gnold from Happy's website. Gnold is phenomenal. I do love Gnold. Gnold is located just above Atlanta. And they have excellent deals on their thread, especially where they used to have an excellent clearance section. But I went there the other day, and folks done sucked up all the clearance thread. So otherwise, yes, Gnold has the deal where you buy a certain amount of thread. I think it's over 100. You get free shipping. Can't beat that. Their thread has excellent price point, especially if you're set up with the wholesale, to buy it at the wholesale prices. You can't beat that. So yes, the Gnold is very good. Brenda Scott says, I just bought So Art 4 days ago and digitized the Newfoundland flag and map. It was awesome. That's what's up, girl. Congratulations on that. That So Art is really cool if you can learn it. I didn't really take the time to get deep into it. I really need to, but I haven't. So yes, that is great. If you can jump in it and learn that quick, I'm proud of you, because there's a lot of folks that, they get it and they're like, oh, this program sucks. I was one of those people. Oh, this program sucks. I didn't give it a fair shake. You got to give it a fair shake first. See, you're proof that it can be done. Newfoundland flag, come on, man. That's a good deal. So I'm glad you pointed that out. That's a whole props shout out to So Art and what it can do for you if you take the time to learn it. Oh my gosh, it's 8:39. I have been on here almost an hour. I am so sorry, y'all. Hold on. Let me get to the rest of these and then we'll sign out. And then too, I'm tired. I'm ready to go to bed, so I'm going to crash. Miss Social Dev says, oh, that makes sense. You was jumping all over. Yeah, you can't jump all over. Not until you get used to it and get your bearings. Once you get your bearings, man, you'll be all over Solar Pro and doing this and doing that. Oh, I didn't know I could do it. I was trying to tell you all you do is give it some time. So yes, Solar Pro is awesome. Barbara Zecca says, the good thing about Essentials is there is a Facebook group to help. Solar Pro has a Facebook group as well. And as you said, Clever Dogs has a Facebook group to help with Solar Pro. Clever Dogs has a Facebook group as well. We also have one. I am a moderator to So Help Me with Solar Pro, I think is what it's called. I know that's what it's called. So Help Me with Solar Pro. So we do have a group that you can join if you have questions for Solar Pro. You can ask questions, and it's a lot of us in there that knows Solar Pro. And actually, lately, I've been really too busy to fool with social media, so I haven't been in there to really answer questions much. But when I'm in there, I do answer questions. Angela Bragg says, you make biker colors by using fusible vinyl on the back of your patches, and my editor is free. That's what's up, girl. Fusible vinyl on the back of your patches. That's what's up. I'm gonna have to look into that. Thank you for letting me know. That is awesome. Hey, send me pictures. Send me pictures, please. I would love to see that. Clear fusible vinyls make your patches stiff and waterproof. Send me pictures. I would love to see your work. Are you in my Google Plus group? We have an awesome Google Plus group of all of the folks that join us here on YouTube Live and watch the YouTube videos. If you're not there, there's a link in the description below where you can click it and join the Google Plus group. Please do so if you haven't already. I would love to see you there. If you have questions, your questions can be answered. If you have pictures of projects that you're working on currently, you feel free to post them there. We would love to see your projects. We share them and enjoy each other's work. Also, if you have any suggestions or any tips or find any good deals, you're welcome to post those in the Google Plus group and share them with others as well. We really appreciate you guys tuning in with us this week. I apologize. It was like off the cuff, no really clear topic to talk about, but just some questions and answers. And I always do like to interact with you guys and get your questions taken care of. Also, feel free to send me emails if you have any questions or suggestions of videos. I do still have a video to-do list that I need to get to. We also are looking at doing some monogramming on some boots soon. I found a really cool deal of boots that you possibly can do on the 4x4 machine. Let's just hope I can get some time to actually show you how to do it. That would be awesome. I shouldn't complain because I'm working, so whatever. But again, thank you all for tuning in. I look forward to seeing you next Sunday, 7 p.m. hopefully, to have our video, and we'll have a topic to discuss then. Also, if you have any, I am an Amazon affiliate. If there's some embroidery supplies that you may need, Amazon is awesome. Amazon Prime is awesome. You can get overnight shipping or sometimes same-day shipping. Links for that also is in the description box below. So I look forward to seeing you guys next week. And Miss Catherine Hill, it was great. And until the next time I see you all, let's hope you all have happy embroidering. Thank you to Miss Sheila Cushionberry, and I look forward to seeing you guys next time. Thanks, and have a good night.